Welcome back to my episode reviews of the original Rescue Bots cartoon. Today, we're taking a look at the episode Quarry's Quarry. In this episode, Quid Quarry returns. And the remaining Rescue Bots finally scan their new Dinobot modes. This episode begins with Frankie and Professor Baranova fishing. Aww!
Fish are jumping today, huh, Dano?
I guess so.
It seems things are starting to get more serious with Doc and the Professor if he's trying to make sure that the two most important ladies in his life are getting along. Doc flees aboard Heatwave so that the girls can have some time alone together.
Oh, look at that! I forgot my special recipe mustard. Can't have a proper sandwich without it. Be right back, bye.
But that is when an emergency call comes over the radio. Although how Heatwave didn't pick up the call too, who knows? The girls answer the emergency call themselves. But unfortunately, it turns out to be a trap set by Quid Quarry, voiced by Jim Cummings. Yes, Winnie the Pooh himself. Now, I'm not going to go over his numerous roles throughout the years. Go back and watch my review of the previous episode that he was in for an idea of that. But do let me know down in the comments what your favorite Jim Cummings role is. So, Quarry captures Anna, and Frankie follows. Back at Doc Green's lab...
And you can't have a perfect picnic without... the perfect mustard!
Oh, I guess he really did go back for mustard. Personally, I hate the stuff. Maybe that's why my shattered glass counterpart is mustard colored. Also, does Doc Green's mustard-making machine remind anyone else of Doc Brown's Old West refrigerator from Back to the Future Part 3? Possibly intentional? If so, I'm glad to see that Rescue Bots isn't done homaging my favorite film franchise via ways of the Green family. Aww! So, does that mean that Anna is Doc Green's Clara? Aww! That's so cute! I love her even more now! Anyways, back to this episode. Quarry, under the assumption that Doc Green built Dino Optimus Prime and Dino Boulder, demands that he gives them to him and 3 more new Dinobots in exchange for Professor Baranova. Back at the firehouse, the team comes up with their game plan.
Excuse me, Doctor. Dinobots you don't have yet.
When I heard this was about Dinobots, I took the liberty of calling the original.
Well, Optimus is far from the original Dinobot. I mean, not counting the actual aligned continuity Dinobots. Before them were the animated Dinobots, the Beast Machines Dinobots, and even before them was Dinobot in Beast Wars, and his clone. And of course, there was the original Dinobots from G1. I mean, I didn't even mention the Energon Dinobots, or... oh, you meant just in this show. Well, again, if we ignore the greater aligned continuity, then yes, Optimus Prime would be the first Dinobot. Sure. The other Rescue Bots volunteered to also scan Dino modes in order to help save Professor Baranova. Well, Blades does take some coaxing.
Oh, all right, I'll do it. But this time I don't want to be a flying thing! Come on! Again!
Aw, poor Blades.
Rescue Bots, scan and transform.
And so, the Rescue Bots do as Optimus orders. Even Boulder, who already got his Dino mode in a previous episode, decides to transform and show it off anyways. Sadly, Blade seems to have trouble transforming into his Dino mode, or even his helicopter mode for that matter.
My T-Cog! Something must have happened to it. I can't transform at all.
Nice reference to Transformers Prime. Namely, the two-parter where Mech stole Bumblebee's T-Cog. Maybe they could give Bumblebee a call, and he could help Blades transform again. Well, unfortunately we don't have any time for that, because Quarry arrives to take his new Dinobots, including a tarped Blades with Cody inside him. Quarry mentions selling the Dinobots. I wonder who he's planning to sell them to. Mech is probably already out of commission by this point. Dr. Morocco, maybe? Frankie attempts to save Professor Baranova, but she ends up getting herself captured along with her. But it does give the two girls some time to bond. Aww. Meanwhile, Quarry is testing out the Dinobot's abilities for his bidders.
My profits! My profits! Go! Fight!
The humans reunite, and Blades reveals himself to Anna. He steals his resolve and finally transforms into his Dino mode. Aww, so cute! Blades rescues his fellow Dinobots, and the team arrests Quarry. And we end this episode with Professor Baranova officially becoming part of the family. Well, at least the Rescue Bots family. Doc Green still gotta put a ring on her finger. Well, this was a pretty good episode of Rescue Bots. I loved seeing Anna and Frankie together. It was so sweet. I'm happy that the other Rescue Bots finally got their Dinobot modes. And I love that Blades got featured a little bit too. We even got a Transformers Prime reference with the mention of T-Cogs. Well, technically, Transformation Cogs were a thing as far back as G1, with Metroplex's Transformation Cog being damaged in the battle at Autobot City, and needing to be replaced in the subsequent 5-parter, The 5 Faces of Darkness. There is also Starscream stealing Trypticon's Transformation Cog for Unicron. And finally, the Autobots and Decepticons both stole each other's Titans cogs and used them in their own. But of course, they were called Transformation Cogs back then, not T-Cogs as Prime abbreviated it to. But same idea. Also, did you notice that between Optimus and the Rescue Bots, they have the same old modes as the original G1 Dinobots? Well, I'm sure that some dino expert in the comments will say how this dinosaur is actually different from that dinosaur, but you get what I mean. Heck, they even repainted them as the original G1 Dinobots in the new Dinobot Adventures toy line. Oh, and I love that Professor Baranova is now in on the Rescue Bots secret. I hope that we get more episodes of her interacting with the Rescue Bots. Well, what about you? What did you think of this episode of the original Rescue Bots? Let me know down in the comments. Remember to like, subscribe, and do all that other fun stuff. And I'll see you back here next time for the next episode of Rescue Bots. Did you see what I thought? So I'll see you back here next time for that.